Good morning, guys. How's it going? I am actually in the middle of editing this picture again. I saw Cap Coldblood. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I was up getting coffee and I came back and I saw that you put your question in on Patreon, so I am currently screenshotting that and adding it to my big screenshot of all the other the questions. But how's it going, everybody? What day is it? It's Thursday, May the 3rd. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As some of you may know, some of you may not. Every month I do a supporter Q&A, and the way it's just a way for me to say thank you to those who have supported the channel on a monthly basis through Patreon or YouTube's direct sponsorship. So yeah, all those guys in the chat right now, welcome to the stream. You sons of bitches. I appreciate the hell out of all you. Justin Woods, Nine Nut, Mr. Ollie, Luke Fredericks, Makatsi, Cap Coldblood. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Nice. Hawthon, what's going on, guys? So, yeah. So, what's new? Baby's been super fussy today, to the point where I feel bad for doing this. Baby was super fussy last night as well. I rocked her for about an hour. God, it pisses me off. Like, I'll rock her for an hour. I'll be reading my Kindle. Well, I'm reading Last Shot. Is that what it's called? Last Shot. Yeah, Han Solo book right now. But I'm rocking her, and she's out. She's out cold. And I'm like, yes, I did it. I succeeded. She's asleep, and I get up out of my rocking chair, and I start walking towards the bedroom to put her in the bassinet. And then as soon as I start putting her down, like a fucking velociraptor. Yeah. But how's everybody doing? What's up? How are you two doing? We're doing fantastic. Oh, you talking to them or me? Let's see. Hell of a day. It's my birthday. Didn't stop an argument with my father, though. Justin. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. You shouldn't be arguing with your dad, right? Just say, I don't know. I don't know how to resolve it. What am I drinking right now? I'm drinking a little bit of coffee. What's up, dudes? What's up, Hoff?
Will be with you.
This is considered work, right? Yeah, I agree.
Can't stay long. Just wanted to pop in for a few to say hi to all the special people. Winking face.
Hey, Luke Fredericks, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Can't stay long. Just wanted to pop in for a few to say hi to all the special people. Well, everybody say hi to Luke. And hello right back to you, Luke. I really appreciate that, man. What's up, Sam Austin? So, yeah. Q&A. Every month. The questions come from Patreon and Discord. I planned on doing this... I planned on doing this live Q&A an hour ago, around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The problem was that I tried to launch Discord on my desktop, my laptop, and my phone. And I was locked out completely from all of them. And then, in order to access my Discord account, I have a third-party program that authenticates like a 6-digit code that gets texted to me. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just do this. Boom, I was in. And then, turns out the authentication program needs an authentication code, a backup code that I guess I should have written down and put in my I don't know. Basically, I'm locked out of Discord right now. I'm kind of fucked. I'll probably have to contact Discord. But thankfully, Liam O, trusty mod, you guys all know Liam O. He sent me a couple screenshots of your questions, so I got your questions in. But yeah, I apologize for being a little late. So, yeah. Let me take a little sip of coffee, and we'll get started. Oh, man. All right. The first question comes from Trevor Beast, 454. I don't know if you remember this, but on November 8th, 2017, during a live stream...
The force
one sec.
with you.
One sec, Trevor Beast.
Always.
I want to get the donation in there before I get back to work. Love your channel.
Yep.
By the way, try to have some kind of white noise for the baby.
Dude, Justin, it's funny that you say that, Justin Woods. First of all, thank you so much for the super chat. With these Q&As, if somebody super chats, I'm gonna just jump on the super chat so they're not waiting too long. You know, it's kind of like an instant thing. But Justin, it's kind of funny that you mention white noise machine.
The force will be with you.
Whenever like, one sec.
Hi, love your channel, but gotta keep this short.
Thank you so much, Cookie Lady. I greatly appreciate that. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna read them in the robot's order. I'm so out of it these days, man. Baby's keeping me up. Actually, I slept a lot last night compared to my wife. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, wife. But Justin, it's funny that you say that. I have slept with a sleep mate, a white noisemaker, my entire life. My entire life. I'm 31 years old. I still sleep with one. My sister sleeps with one. My parents sleep with one. My aunts and uncles sleep with one. My cousins sleep with. It's my entire family and extended family sleep with a white noise machine. Isn't that crazy? So when we have like every year, my entire family goes and rents a cabin and just we all have a big get together. We drink beers, cook, and play some cards and shoot the shit. There's like 30 plus of us there. The entire cabin just sounds like one big white noise machine because every room, all like 10 rooms, are just blasting white noise. But yeah, man. But yeah, Justin, I appreciate the super chat, man. And get back to work. Get back to work. I appreciate it. And Cookie Lady, hi, I love your channel, but got to keep this short. Well, I appreciate that channel support. I truly do. On this Thursday morning supporter Q&A. Thank you, Cookie Lady. But Trevor Beast, I don't know if you remember this, but on November 8th, 2017, during a live stream, I sent you a super chat asking if you've ever been to Sporkle.com, a very cool trivia quiz website. I am the curator of the Star Wars category and basically oversee all the Star Wars quizzes on the site. My question is this. Is there any chance you could play this Star Wars Sporkle quiz I made? It's fairly short, and I definitely think you'll enjoy it. Nice. Yes. Maybe at the... Let me go ahead and... Can I click that from here? See, what you're looking at right now is a... Let's see. I'm going to pull it up. So, the quiz. I can't pull it up in the stream, but the quiz. Let's just read a couple questions here. And Sporkle has a lot of advertisements. Jesus. Can you name the first 3 characters to ignite a lightsaber in each Star Wars movie? Ah, interesting. That's actually a very interesting quiz there, Trevor Beast. I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat. If anybody is curious and wants to play along with this quiz, be kind of neat. There you go. Yeah, I'll give it a shot maybe after the stream or at the end of the stream. That'd be cool. It'd actually be kind of fun to do these, like, some quizzes or trivia and stuff like that on a live stream. That might be kind of fun. But Trevor Beast, thank you so much, man. And the next question comes from Venom Jubear. Can I be the baby's godfather? You are always a silly son of a bitch. But the answer is yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Take it easy, Hawthon. The next question comes from Fifi? Gable. Hi, HG. Hope your wifey is healing well and getting rest when she can. I guess you figured out the driving around the block trick to soothe the baby already. The early days will pass. 3 months is usually the magic age of better sleep. Let's play Kill, Marry, Knock Boots. All right. Your choices are... Oh, Jesus Christ. Are Young, Leia, Ahsoka, Ventress. Who would you kill, marry, or knock boots with? Cheers. No, actually, we haven't really driven around the block to soothe the baby yet. We've driven to her the doctor's twice now, and she does really good in the car. In the car seat, even. God, now that I think about it, the car seat's pretty... We should put her in there and just rock her in the car seat. The things, I think, when she feels like kind of... Not claustrophobic, but kind of contained, you know? When her arms are, like, flailing around or her legs are flailing around, she doesn't have much control over them. That's when she kind of goes ballistic. But when she's in a position where it's kind of like almost mimicking the womb in a way, is when she's nice and quiet. But if I had to answer your... See, this is too weird, because 2 of these characters are animated. I mean, I could understand if you said like, Rey or... like Rose or Jen Erso. But this is too fucking weird. Animated cartoons? I ain't into hentai there, Fifi Gable. I'm gonna go with Ventress Knock Boots. Little Hot Topic action there. Alright, I'm done. I appreciate the question though, Fifi. What's up, Nine Nut? Good to see you, man. Who's all in the chat? I'm curious. All right, next question comes from Arctic Hawk. How does it feel being a dad? You knew you were gonna be. You knew you were gonna be a dad, but now you actually are one. Congratulations. Is it a much different feeling? First of all, thank you. Yeah, it's a completely different feeling. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like, I mean, picture, you guys probably love your dogs and cats, right? As do I. But now this thing that is a part of me and a part of my wife is in the world, and like, I don't know, it's an inexplicable feeling. It doesn't even make sense. It does not compute. It's just pure instinct right now, you know? It's like nature is telling me, you love this thing so much, you will never let anything fucking happen to this thing. Yeah, it's a completely different feeling, man. Indescribable. Like, for the past 2 weeks, she's 2 weeks and a day old now, and for the past 2 weeks, she's just become more, like, aware in a way, more aware, yeah, in a way. Opening her eyes more, looking around more. It's pretty mind-blowing. It really is. But yeah, I don't know. It's a much different feeling than when I knew I was gonna be a dad to when I am a dad. But yeah. Does having a kid mean you no longer do your "that was just my kid" jokes in Bro, actually, it's kind of funny. Like, I'm in a group chat with my buddies, my old friends from like high school, known them forever, and like they were like, a couple of them were like, I thought having a kid would make you less like this, and I'm like, nope. All right, next question comes from Sully Hogs. If you were on an island for the rest of your life and you could only listen to either Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd for that entire time, which one would you pick? Pink Floyd. I'd pick Pink Floyd. Yeah. If I was stranded on an island, I think Pink Floyd would be a nice, like, nighttime, I don't know, kind of relaxation a little bit sometimes. Kind of look up at the cosmos. Listen to some Pink Floyd on this deserted desert island with no light pollution. I don't know. I would go with Pink Floyd. For whatever reason, I've always liked Pink Floyd more than Zeppelin. I appreciate them. I appreciate both of them, though. Pink Floyd, I think I just listened to them growing up a little more than Zeppelin. My dad was a Pink Floyd fan. There's a lot of bands. I grew up, you know, my dad was really into Motown and stuff like that, too, so... yeah. A lot of different stuff. What am I even saying? Next question comes from James Beveridge. Beveridge? It's kind of a cool way to spell that. Hey, man. Hope the family's doing well with your newest addition. If you were to live in the Star Wars universe, what would your ideal career be? Would you want to be any of the previous real-life... Wait, would you want to be any of your previous real-life jobs? Or perhaps something fresh and new? Thanks again, and keep on doing great things. Man, what career would I want to have in the Star Wars universe? Probably nothing with combat. Everybody just kicks the bucket pretty quick in the Star Wars universe unless you're a hero. I'm going to say... Golly, I'm going to say like a... Oh, keyboard. I don't even know. I was going to say a smuggler, but... I don't know. Is there a profession in Star Wars where people just go out and explore and chart the galaxy? Is there like a map maker in Star Wars? That's probably what I would do. Just kind of be able to light speed jump around the galaxy and chart planets and catalog star systems and stuff like that. Kind of an explorer. That's what it would be. That's what I would be. Yeah. Either that or maybe like a doctor. Maybe that. But I think it would be kind of neat. Like an explorer that flies around charting planets, discovering alien races. Indiana Jones of Star Wars. There you go, Mikatsi. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Finding alien races and... this kind of sounds like Star Trek, doesn't it? Star Trek and the Star Wars universe. To boldly go where... I don't know what I'm saying. The next question comes from Clayton Bowler. The reason it's kind of difficult for me to read some of these is like it's on my other monitor and it's kind of far away from my face where my microphone is. I probably should have planned this a little better. All right. Next question comes from Clayton Bowler. Congrats on being a father. Thank you, sir. You're probably sick of hearing that at this point. Nope. Never sick of it, man. My question is, have you seen Donnie Darko? I recently saw it for the first time and instantly became one of my favorite movies of all time. Also, I know that everyone's really been hyping up the Umbara arc in Clone Wars, but I personally didn't think it was the most amazing thing ever. It's really good, but I just don't want you to overhype it. But knowing you, you probably won't. Thank you for putting so much... thank you for putting so much into this community that you have made. By the way, I'm Cladle Videos. Nice, Cladle. Nice, Cladle. It's good to see you, man. Yes, I've seen Donnie Darko maybe twice in my entire life. I don't really remember much of it other than the the engine falling on the house, right? And the bunny? And Jake Gyllenhaal. I know I've seen it, though. But Cladle, for whatever reason, I don't really remember it that much. Is it on Netflix? I'm going to look and see if it's on Netflix and whatnot. Let's see. Let's see. Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko. Available on YouTube, Google, iTunes. Really? It's not on Netflix or anything? Let's see. Netflix. Yep, it is on Netflix. Nice, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll watch it again. It's been a long, long time, Clayton. It's been a long time. But it's interesting that you say that about Umbara. People are saying that's going to be my favorite arc, which, you know, it could be true. Could be true. But people, if I always try to keep my my hype, my expectations kind of subdued for exactly the reason that you're talking about. You know, if you go into something super hyped and, oh my God, this is going to be incredible. Fuck yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. And then you come out of the theater, you come out of you finish watching it and you go, that wasn't as good as I expected. But yeah, even though everybody's been telling me that, Clayton, that it's going to be my favorite, I do just kind of keep my expectations just kind of pretty flat, you know? That's kind of with anything. You go into something with kind of just a flat line expectation, and as you're watching it, that's when you let it peak. That's when you let it dip or peak, you know? But when your hype just, before you even see the thing, when your hype is just outrageously high and then you go see it, you know, disappointment kind of usually follows that. But I appreciate the question, Clayton, and no, I'm never sick of hearing that. Never sick of hearing that. Liam O, what's up, man? Thank you again for sending the screenshots over to me. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna contact Discord and see if they can help me out at all. But if it comes down to it, I'll probably just have to make a new Discord account, which blows, but we'll see. The next question comes from Hoff Han. God damn, man. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's not here anymore. He left, didn't he? Yeah, he had to head out. Hoff Han, hey man, I hope all is well on your end. Please extend those well wishes to your wife and your little one. Here's my question for you this month, kind sir. How would you feel about it if episode 9 dived a little more into the spirit realm of the Force? That place where all of our favorite Force ghosts go when they are not Force ghosting. That binding between all that holds the universe together. Side note, there's an awesome short story in the book from a certain point of view that deals with Qui-Gon's consciousness returning in Force ghost form. A show like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I've never seen that actually, handles the spirit realm really well. and it would be interesting to see Rey go there to continue her journey and learn the final lessons she needs to learn from those that have a huge part to play in the in 9 episodes of the Star Wars. This can be a way to tie everything together. Thoughts? Also, it has potential to complete the sentence, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, to the Spirit Realm. Oh, okay. So, Episode 9, the Spirit Realm? Ghost Hunters, Season 5, The Spirit Realm. Thanks. P.S. I'm changing my name from Hawthorne to Moth Meta. Moth Meta. I like that. I like the alliteration there, too. In the coming weeks. I just feel like it's better representation of my own channel and videos. So, if you see the name, just know that's me. Nice. That's good. I like Moth Meta. That's kind of a cool name. I like the alliteration in there too. Also, I'm glad you're recognizing it now, because you don't want to box yourself in. You don't want to box yourself into just doing Star Wars or just doing video. I know just doing Star Wars is great. There's a lot of channels that do it now, but as I look around YouTube, it's becoming a very, very since Disney acquired Star Wars and there's more Star Wars than ever before. It's because YouTube Star Wars has become kind of a saturated market. It's funny, as soon as more Star Wars movies were going to be announced, all these geek channels popped up, turned into Star Wars channels. All these talk shows turned into Star Wars talk shows. I get it, but it's a saturated thing. It's hard to kind of break through now. But no, Hoth, or should I call you Moth? I'm glad you're recognizing that, and I think not boxing yourself into one category, one thing, early on in your channel's existence, I think it'll be good for the long run. I truly do. But no, long story short, to answer your question, I would like that. I don't know if you can do that solely in just one single film, which maybe episode 9 will have an episode 10. Maybe these 3 films aren't actually 3 films. Maybe it's going to be like I don't know. There's a lot of movies that are doing not trilogies now, but 4 movies, right? But no, I would love that. A little more spirit, not necessarily going and seeing the Force Ghost world, Force Ghost heaven, as I've called it in the past, because I think that might be giving away too much. But at least kind of tapping into that a little bit, kind of in the same way that Rey and Kylo were able to communicate with one another in The Last Jedi. That was a new and interesting kind of projection, a power, an ability that they were able to do. So kind of maybe if they do it abstractly, that would be neat. But I wouldn't want Rey to be able to transport into this Force Ghost world and just see Qui-Gon and Yoda and Anakin and all these people just walking around plain as day, glowing blue, But I think it would be interesting to explore that side a little more. Maybe not necessarily in Episode 9, but in future Star Wars installments for sure. Because the metaphysical, the spiritual, that kind of side of Star Wars is something that's intriguing. It's kind of funny. I'm not intrigued by it whatsoever in real life. But in Star Wars, in these make-em-ups, it interests me. But yeah, Hoth, good to see you. And I'm glad, I'm not glad you're changing the name, but I'm glad that you kind of recognize that maybe you don't want to box yourself in. So keep at it, man. Yeah, contact Discord support. It should be all right. I left one last suggestion in DMs if you look at it after the stream. Roger that, Liam. Gotta run, but I'll see you guys around the galaxy. Hope to see you guys on Star Wars The Old Republic sometime. May the Force be with you guys. Right back at you, man. Take it easy, Luke. And yes, I'm hoping on Saturday to play a little Star Wars The Old Republic, a little SWTOR Day Saturday, or Saturday SWTOR Day. Yeah, I'll plan on it probably sometime this weekend. If not tomorrow, I might fire it up for May the 4th tomorrow, We'll see. A quadrilogy. There you go. You guys got your college finals, Liam and Ollie? You guys will be good. You guys are smart. I'm just watching the chat. So many smart people follow HelloGreedo. So many smart people follow such a dummy like me. The next question comes from Alexander Garcilazo Marino. Garcilazo Marino. I hope I didn't butcher that, Alex. Hey, HelloGreedo. I want to first start off by saying congratulations on being a father. Well, thank you, sir. This is not Star Wars related. What are your thoughts on esports? Do you think it is a legitimate sport that will continue to grow in the future, or just a trend that will die out soon? Thanks, and may the force be with you. No. It is definitely not a trend. Not at all. If anything, it's going to be, if anything, it's going to grow and grow and grow and become one of the more, I think, one of the more prevalent or more popular forms of competition. I firmly believe that. Especially as virtual reality becomes more and more kind of like just integrated with everything, you know? I think VR is where esports are really going to take off, when they kind of figure out the what do they call it? The kind of the what do they call it? There's like a term for it. The treadmills and all that stuff when you walk around. No, Alex, I don't think it's a trend whatsoever. They've been around for a while now. We're just seeing the birth of what they're going to possibly become. Oh, one sec.
Can you say Fortnite is my favorite game? New moon face.
Makatsi, I will just for you. I will just for you. Give me 1 second, though. But no, Alex. I think I don't think they're a trend whatsoever. Video games. People probably thought video games were a trend when video games were a thing, right? And they have become bigger and bigger every single year. They've evolved more and more. They've gotten more competitive, more complex. And I don't think esports are going away anytime soon. And I don't understand people that like make fun of esports or make fun of video games and stuff like that. Like, I know kind of older people I don't really like, but who look down on people playing video games. And these people that I'm thinking of spend their day like fucking watching reality TV. I mean, like all day. And you're gonna make fun of people that play video games with their friends. Eye-hand coordination. Shut the fuck up. Makatsi, can you say Fortnite is my favorite game? Just for you, Makatsi. Just for you. Just for you. Fortnite is my favorite game. There you go. Thanks for the channel support, man. Fortnite is my favorite game. There you go. You got your sound clip. All right. The next question comes from... Did he die while saying that? The next question comes from Jack Evans. Thanks for playing Battlefield 1. I had a blast watching the stream. My question is, which Star Wars movie represents, in your opinion, your life right now? Interesting question. First of all, thanks, man. The patron pick for Jack Evans, I played Battlefield 1. He picked Battlefield 1, the Grand Moff pick. Dude, I know I've been, like, with the Grand Moffs, I know just recently I've been so, like, kind of distant and not playing. Somebody recommended Knights of the Old Republic and then Max Payne and stuff like that. And, I mean, obvious, I'm not going to blame it on the baby because that is the most important thing. But I apologize for, like, not playing a couple games that people have wanted me to play. It's just been hectic as fuck. But yeah, I'll eventually, when I eventually find the sweet spot of my schedule, I'll do it. But which Star Wars movie represents, in your opinion, your life right now? That's an interesting question. That's kind of deep. I don't know if I've ever thought about the Star Wars movies in that kind of way before. How about this? Maybe the Phantom Menace. Maybe the Phantom Menace. Because there's you got Obi-Wan, you got Qui-Gon. They got this kid. This new kid. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what the hell this kid is capable of. They don't know who the hell this kid is. They don't know how to train this kid. How about that? How about the Phantom Menace? You got little Anakin, I got a little baby. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are, they're at each other's throats because one doesn't want to train him, one thinks they should train him. And they don't know what the hell to do. It's kind of like me and my wife. We don't know what the hell they're doing. We don't know what the hell we're doing. The baby cries. Is she hungry? We just fed her. Why is she crying? Is she have a dirty diaper? Nope. Why is she screaming? Is she cold? Well, I guess we can put a jacket on her. Well, is she still crying? Is she hot? No, we take the jacket off. She's still crying. What's going on? Should we train her? She's too young. Too old. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind, Jack, if I think about it a little deeper. But for whatever reason, that's the one that comes first to mind. Little Phantom Menace action. There's a kid, kind of silly. I don't know. What's up, Fingerino? Next question comes from Aliar9Nut. Hey, HG, I hope you're doing amazing. My question is, for this time, would be, in an alternate reality where A New Hope was a massive flop and where the original trilogy was seen as the worst trilogy out of them all, do you think Star Wars would have ever taken off and gotten as popular? No, it definitely wouldn't have, right? If I've often thought, like, if the Phantom Menace and the prequel trilogies came out first in the exact same form that they were released in 1999, right? I think they would have just been like another sci-fi film that just didn't really take off with people. No, if A New Hope was a flop, nothing would have ever happened after that. Not at all. There was no other movies planned after A New Hope, really. The studio kind of, once A New Hope took off, that's when like a lot of focus came on from the studio and stuff like that. That's when a lot of the story elements went into place. So no, A New Hope was, if that was a flop, I don't think there would have ever been another Star Wars movie ever. So, it's the kind of thing like, I mean, maybe there would have been. I mean, there have been flops that come out with a sequel, but I doubt it. I just can't imagine in a world where A New Hope was a big flop, and we would get sequels. It would probably be like Logan's Run, right? There's one Logan's Run movie. I mean, I guess it has a cult following. I kind of like it. It's silly as shit, but there's no sequels. There's a lot of just kind of like shitty 70s sci-fi films that never warranted a sequel or whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. Liam O says, I personally think in reality, without Williams' score, it never would have landed as such a huge hit. Oh, 100%. 100. Star Wars, at least half of Star Wars success should be credited to John Williams. I completely agree with that. I mean, you look at a lot of sci-fi films that came out around the same time, and they're very often synthesized, like what people thought the future would sound like. You know what I mean? Star Wars kind of stood on its own as this big epic orchestra, and without John Williams, I think it, like you said, Liam, I don't think it would have been much at all. I think it would probably had a cult following, but that the orchestra grounds it to reality. You know, these weird like like music that people like sci-fi films use in the 60s and 70s. It's not really grounded in reality. Does that make sense? Yeah.
The Force will be with you always.
Love me some Imperial March dough. Williams killed it.
Cap Coldblood, thanks, man. Love me some Imperial March dough. Williams killed it. Dun, 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 dun. I completely agree. Without John Williams, I don't think Star Wars would have been nearly what it is. I mean, maybe it would have a cult following, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting with, like, even Star Trek, too. Kind of the music was kind of Love Boaty. At least the TOS. Yeah. And then Next Generation. Da 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 da. Yeah, whenever I can't, I watch TNJ decent amount of times a month, I would say, like a few times a month. The other night when my daughter couldn't sleep, I took an Instagram story. I went out and watched a couple episodes of TNG. Yeah. Greedo, do you like Kylo's theme? Oh yeah, big time, big time, big time. Oh. It's kind of chaotic, you know. There's not. It's not like the Imperial March. It's not a march. I wouldn't call it a march. It's kind of chaotic. It's got a lot of horns. Like, I think it really represents Kylo's character. God, this sounds so fucking pretentious, doesn't it? Shut the fuck up, Greedo. I think it really represents Kylo's character, though. He's a loose cannon. He's chaotic. He's unpredictable. Kylo's theme is kind of in that same vein, you know. Next question comes from Paul Robinson. Greetings and salutations to you, Miss HG, and Bubba H too. So very awesome for you. Now you can genuinely say, "I am your father." Have you said it yet? No, I haven't said it yet to her. I did post an Instagram picture with me wearing the Vader helmet. And me holding her in front of me. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you can see that picture. I think it's like a week old, maybe not that. But yeah. No, I haven't said it to her in real life. Maybe I'll wait for, oh shit. I just ruined that. I just moved that. Maybe I'll wait for her to get a little older so she can appreciate it. She can recognize what I'm doing, you know what I mean? But I appreciate the question, Paul. It's good to see you, man. The next question comes from Odin. I like that name. Odin Ingo Bacon. How is handling YouTube with a newborn? It is kind of... Well, I'm still learning, right? It's a little chaotic because... Like, all day yesterday, I planned on making videos. Same with all day today. But it's like I really can't plan anything. It's actually kind of surprising that I got this Q&A off when I did today. It's really difficult to plan anything. It's really difficult to sit down and write some videos because, you know, I don't want to. If my wife is like feeding her, I want to be, you know, helping out. If my wife, if like the baby needs a change, I want to get up from writing videos and stuff like that and go help her. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna stay up a little later and write some videos. That's what I'll do. I'll stay up to like midnight and write some videos. I'll sit down and start writing something, and then she'll start crying. And then she'll cry until 1 in the morning. And then I'm dead tired and I try to get some sleep. And then I go, you know what? I'm going to wake up a little early. I'm going to wake up a little early and write some videos. And then I wake up early. Oh, and then she decides to cry 20 minutes into me making videos. And then I'm like, shit. And then throughout the day, it's just, it's, you know, it's just different, you know. But it's a learning curve. I think eventually I'll kind of get, once I mean, she's a newborn, right? There's really no schedule. There's no method to her madness. There's no, there's really no way to kind of get her on a schedule at the moment. But in a few months, she'll be a little more pliable in terms of time. Put her down for a nap. Put her down to go to sleep. Maybe she'll sleep through, you know, through the night, or at least 4 hours at a time. Hopefully, cross my fingers. So yeah, once she kind of is able to recognize time and scheduling, I think I will have a little more a little better grasp on how to balance a baby and YouTube. But at the moment, it's kind of chaotic. It's kind of chaotic. It's more chaotic than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be able to really just kind of make videos or stream at a rate that was close to what I was doing. But no, there's no way. No way. No way. What's up, pal? But yeah, the next question comes from Orson Critic. Let me scroll up a little bit. Orson Critic says, "Congrats, HG. It has been an amazing to follow you for the better part of the last 5 years on YouTube." How crazy is that? And it's crazy that I feel so happy for your family, even though I don't know you, though I actually do. Dun dun dun. I would love to support you and your family by buying more HG merch from TeePublic. I know you're busy and don't have much time to consistently make new designs, so I thought it would be cool if your patrons/subs could send you designs that we'd be willing to let you use, no strings attached. I'm sure some of your supporters would be more than willing to help you out. As for me, oh no, I'm not brave enough for art. For the uninitiated, visit TeePublic HelloGreedo to support your favorite straight shooting. Oh, uh-oh, you guys hear that sound? Uh-oh, you guys hear that sound? One sec. Let me finish Orson Critic's. It's blocked. Stormtrooper I own 2 myself. Nice, Orson. Give me 1 sec, Orson. You hear that sound? That Death Star alarm? That Death Star alarm? Mr. Psychotic. Mr. Psychotic, thank you so much for sponsoring the channel, man. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome to the fleet. I call YouTube sponsors the fleet, so I greatly appreciate that, man. I know you became a patron yesterday, and I wish Patreon and YouTube could merge somehow. I wish patrons had access to supporter and sponsor chats, but they're 2 completely different systems. I wish they would merge somehow. You know, I wish they would merge somehow. But welcome to the fleet, Psychotic. If everybody in the chat right now could say welcome to the fleet, Psychotic, I would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, since you're a patron and a sponsor, you get a Discord role in the Discord server. You can link your accounts. I don't know which one you would rather have. It's up to you, I guess. I don't really know how that works, actually. But yeah, get you hooked up. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Welcome to the fleet. And Orson Critic, you asked about patrons and subs and everybody sending me art for shirts and all that kind of stuff. I like that idea. I like that idea in theory. And the thing is, I wouldn't want to, like, how would I say this? For whatever reason, I like my, like, I like making my own stuff. It's just some weird neurotic thing I have in my brain. I like making my own shirts and stickers and all that kind of stuff. It's because it's just a representation of me. Like when somebody buys a HelloGreedo shirt or a mug or a sticker, I just know that I made it. You know what I mean? And I think if people sent me designs, as much as I would appreciate it, I would feel like I was scamming people. You know what I mean? Like, I would feel bad that somebody put so much time and effort into making this piece of art, and then I would be reaping the rewards. You know what I mean? And I know that's probably just in my head. The person that's going to make the t-shirt knows it going in. They wouldn't mind, I'm sure, but that's just how my brain works. Also, I wouldn't want every design to be... I mean, let's face it, not every design is going to be as good as the next design, right? I would probably get sent a lot of stuff that I wouldn't want to put on my TeePublic site. You know what I mean? So I would feel bad, like, yeah, I would feel bad not putting it up there if I didn't like it, or if I didn't think it correctly represented the channel. You know what I mean? It's an interesting concept, Orson. But I think just for me, I just like the idea of kind of people buying shirts and merch that I made, you know. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe down the road I'll change my mind, but who knows? Who knows? But I appreciate that question, man. It's an interesting concept, and thank you so much for supporting the channel and getting yourself a shirt. Pretty badass. Let's wrap RepRapTark. No, I'm not about to leave. Not about to leave. Actually, I'm about to finish up with the Patreon questions, and then after the Patreon questions, the Discord questions will be coming in. Let's see what the chat's doing. Here's the question: Arkham Knight versus Arkham City. I don't know which one I've played. Liam, you know which one I've played. I really don't remember which one I've played. Oh, you guys are talking. Never mind. PUBG update, my dudes. Oh yeah, my buddy said there was a new car, a couple new guns even, and they've reduced like shotgun blasts, and they've increased AR recoil. Is that true? I played Arkham Origins. There you go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe for like 30 minutes. I need to play it again. Maybe I'll play that on a stream one time. We'll see. Next question comes from Mark. Hey, Greedo, congrats on the baby. Well, thank you, Mark. I know now I know being a dad is new and you still have a lot to experience with your daughter, but after having your first child, do you plan on having more? Yes. That's kind of where our head's at right now, is having 2 kids. Oh, cue the crying. I hear her from the next room. Yeah, at the moment we're planning on having 2 kids. Don't know when, probably be a few years. Just so we can kind of like, you know, get our feet, you know, footing and figure it all out. But yeah, Mark, at the moment, that's kind of the plan. Things could change. We'll see. But yeah, still trying to figure out the first one, right? Next question comes from... oh, no, Palp, we're good to go. We're good to go. Appreciate it. Next question comes from 6 Foot Piss Radius. Hey, HG, thanks for taking the time and congrats on the baby. Have you ever seen the movie Life as a House? If not, then I suggest you do so. The movie proves that Hayden Christensen can be a good actor in addition to seeing him perform erotic asphyxiation. Oh.
Has anyone recognized you as HG in real life?
Hey, Trojan of Narnia. Thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support. One sec, 6 foot. I'm about to sneeze, maybe. All right, Trojan. Has anyone recognized you as HG in real life? Interesting question. Well, Eckert's Ladder. I met him over in San Francisco at an EA event for Battlefront 2, and he actually recognized me by my wedding ring, which was kind of neat. That was when he said that, I was like, oh, that's crazy. I never once thought that out of all the things... Well, I guess that is kind of the most telling thing, right? I don't know. That was interesting. Other than that, not really, no. I have had people recognize my voice when I'm playing, like, when I've played Counter-Strike and stuff like that in the past with voice chat. Even stuff like Insurgency. I've maybe a handful of times somebody's recognized my voice in a game, but no, I've never been... Let me see. I'm trying to think. I've worn HelloGreedo shirts before, 2 places, and I've gotten kind of like, not stopped, but I've been told like cool shirt or nice shirt, and I'm wondering if they just like the shirt or if they know what HelloGreedo is, you know. But no, Trojan, no. I would say just that one time with Eckert's Ladder with the wedding ring, and that's probably the closest thing I've ever kind of had happen in terms of what you're probably thinking, you know. But I appreciate that super chat and the channel support, man. And 6 foot, no, I've never even heard of Life as a House. Let me look it up. Life as a House. I've never heard of this. When did it come out? 2001. Oh, wow. Interesting. Life as a House is a poignant, often humorous journey of one man who decides to tear down his house and winds up rebuilding the world around him. From the day he picks up his sledgehammer, George Monroe embarks on a grand adventure that will shatter expectations and build a foundation for Many different dreams among his family and neighbors. Nope, never heard of it, 6 foot. I don't know if I've ever seen Hayden Christensen in anything else other than Star Wars, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to think. Have I seen... God, what am I thinking of? Not Looper. The one where he can, like, fly and teleport or something? I don't know. But no, 6 foot, I've never seen it. I'll have to check it out. And thank you so much for the congrats, man. We need to play some PUBG. I'm itching for some PUBG. I haven't played it in, I feel like, a month. Man. Next question comes from Psychotic. Will you eventually or do you have a P.O. box? I would like to send you a few gifts. That's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, Psychotic. I've never pulled the trigger to get one. I've looked into it a few times, and just to see how much it would be. It would be kind of neat to do like what John Flickster does on his channel. He does like these unboxings where people send him neat stuff and he unboxes them. But I don't know if I would do that. Something like that with the helmet and everything would just be a pretty time-consuming thing, I think, But no, Psychotic at the moment. I don't really have any plans to get one. That's something that I've thought about doing for like years. I don't really know why I haven't yet. I just think it's something that just like another thing, that. I'm trying to be very simple in my YouTube existence, and the more I find myself doing, the less time I have for videos. I know that sounds silly. I know that, but yeah. But Psychotic at the moment, I don't have any plan to get a PO box. It's an interesting idea that I've kind of done or kind of thought about. But you could do the same thing for your live streams and record with the helmet, but unbox without. Yeah, that's true. I could do something like that and record with the helmet, but unbox. That's true. That's true. That's something I'll have to think about. Next time I go to the post office, I'll talk to the dude. I go to a little post office. It's pretty awesome. But I appreciate the question, Psychotic. And if I ever decide to do that, I'll let you know. Next question comes from Cap Coldblood. Hey, boss. I'm really glad that you've been enjoying the Clone Wars. One of the comments you made is that the Clone Wars have a surprising amount of diversity and personality. On that note, who is your favorite clone and why? Man. For whatever reason, the clone that really stands out, and he's not a big clone, it's Heavy. Domino Squad is... See, I like Rex a lot. But... for whatever reason, my favorite clones are the clones that are not necessarily recurring long-term characters. I really like Rex, but I like meeting the smaller kind of characters that are in a couple episodes, They just serve a purpose for a couple episodes. We dive into more clone personalities by exploring them. And I really don't know. I like... nothing like... I would say Rex, but I find myself enjoying little clone storylines here and there, Not really anything particular. I'm trying to think. See, I would say Rex, but it just seems like such an easy answer, right? But it probably is true. Probably it's Rex. It's like, what's your favorite Coke product? Regular Coke? Okay. I don't know. But yeah, I'll say Rex. But I think I like watching the random clones more, Cap. More so than like Rex and Cody and all the recurring clones, Just because it just throws in like just a new kind of interesting thing every time, if that makes sense. RepRapTark, I'm interested in how you will react to your daughter's teenage shenanigans and boyfriend stuff. Yeah, I'm interested too. I have no idea. We'll see, RapTark. We'll see. Next question comes from Beck. What would it take you to stop watching Star Wars outside of boycotting for your moral reasons? I don't know. Probably a lack of enthusiasm, I guess. Or what would it take for me to stop watching Star Wars? Something, I don't know. Time not being... I really don't know. Maybe a lack of enthusiasm, but at the moment I don't see that really happening. And maybe, you know, if my daughter is really, really into something else or other things, obviously I would just kind of... I would still watch Star Wars. I don't think I'll ever not watch Star Wars, but I won't be as enthusiastic for it, you know. My kind of goal is that, you know, when my daughter grows up, her interests will become my interests. And, you know, I'll just like whatever she likes. And Star Wars is always going to be there for me. But no, I don't know if anything will ever stop me from watching it. Star Wars, Beck. But maybe just a lack of enthusiasm. I mean, I'll always see every Star Wars movie, I think. I can't imagine a world where I don't. But yeah. I don't know. Interesting question. I've never really thought about that, Beck. Next question comes from Tom Davis. TC Dave Dav 26. One of my biggest issues with Rogue One, other than general feeling of apathy for the characters considering we didn't have enough time to really grow emotionally attached, was the music. It didn't give me that feeling of Star Wars. How important do you feel the music in any film is in terms of setting up the universe and immersing you into their world? No matter how different the Star Wars film is, John Williams always did an amazing job making it feel like Star Wars film, in my opinion. I completely agree about Rogue One. Can you guys even think of a memorable piece of music in Rogue One? That probably had something to do with just a lack of, I don't know. That definitely wasn't the biggest factor for me not really liking Rogue One whatsoever. The characters were, like you said. That's probably one of the biggest hurdles Disney has to overcome, right? Is the music with the anthology films. Episode 9 is going to be the last Star Wars film John Williams does. That was kind of hinted at by John Williams. He says he's done. I believe him. So Disney has to kind of figure out, what are we going to do now? Is every Star Wars movie going to have a different composer? Are we just going to find a composer that can best mimic John Williams' stuff? What are we going to do? Is every Star Wars movie going to have its kind of own musical feel, you know, potentially? So yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. Yeah, Makatsi, I agree. Makatsi says, I'm thinking Solo has quite different soundtrack, but it fits with Solo. Yeah, from what we've seen in the trailer, at least, in the trailers, almost kind of has like a rock and roll vibe at points. You know, there's guitar in the trailer, which kind of threw me off at first, because it almost felt like a Mad Max kind of thing. But for what they're going for, I think it kind of fits, like you said. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be interesting moving forward. But I think, like I said, Tom, I think that's one of the biggest hurdles they're going to have to overcome. Disney, you know? What are they going to do with the music? Because John Williams and Star Wars and John Williams, the themes, the composite, the score that he does for every Star Wars film, it just breathes so much life into him, you know? It's crazy. We'll see. The next questions come... Oh, I thought I accidentally posted them twice, but nope. Sam Austin. Hey, Greedo, my question. Have you seen Infinity War? If yes, what did you think? I thought it was fucking amazing. Keep up the great work as... But did I just burp? I apologize. Keep up the great work as both dad and YouTuber. Nope, I have not seen it yet. I probably won't end up seeing it for a long time, man. I haven't seen Age of Ultron. I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok. There's a long list of those movies that I have not seen, so I probably should watch those first. Yeah, I probably won't see it for a while. But your next question says, I've got another question. What's the best / most rewarding thing? Oh my God, Greedo, why? Yeah, it's very rare that I go to see a movie nowadays. If I do go see a movie, it's something that I really, really, really want to see. I do really want to see Infinity War, but I feel like I need to see the other movies first. And dude, I used to get so excited for the Marvel films, and now I just feel like they're a dime a dozen, and I can't really build up my anticipation and hype for them like I used to. Especially with the big ensemble films. Like, I prefer smaller focus films like Ant-Man or even Captain America, The Winter Soldier is my favorite Marvel movie. And that feels quaint and focused compared to, like, Captain America Civil War, which I wasn't really a big fan of. These movies where, like, you just throw in every superhero and everybody has, like, an allotted 10 minutes of time and then blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It just doesn't do much for me. I'm sure eventually I'll see them and I'll really like them, but yeah. What about the first Avengers? Yeah, I saw that. I enjoyed it. Not nearly as much as like an Iron Man movie or a Captain America movie, like a solo movie. For whatever reason, and I don't know how to explain it, but when you get like 15 superheroes in one movie, and it just gets so cluttered to me. The story just gets so cluttered. You can't focus on one character. I understand it's fun, and if my 8-year-old self could hear my 31-year-old self bitching about a bunch of superheroes being on screen, it'd probably smack me. But yeah. Sam, your next question. I've got another question. What's the best / most rewarding thing about being a dad? And what's the toughest thing about being a dad? I probably haven't experienced either of those yet. The peak of either of those, right? The most rewarding thing or the toughest thing. At the moment, 2 weeks in, the most rewarding thing is... God, I don't even know. What's the most rewarding thing? I wouldn't call it rewarding, but it's mind-blowing. Just laying there and, like having her on your chest and you're talking to her and she's looking at you and, like, kind of... It's like she's studying your face. She's looking at you like, oh, I recognize your voice from when I was in mommy's belly. And now I'm looking at you. Like we're studying each other. I don't know. It's just it's rewarding. But the toughest thing right now is just kind of like nighttime, man. Oh, you're tired, Greedo. You're tired. Yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. Like, you think she's ready for bed and you've been rocking her for an hour and you're really tired and you go to put her down in her bassinet. She starts screaming. Golly. So yeah, that's the toughest thing. Just exhaustion and not knowing what she wants. You know, you feed her, change her diaper, make sure she's not cold or hot, make sure she doesn't have a fever, but she's still screaming like a newborn screams. It's tough though, man. But yeah, Sam, I appreciate the questions. I'll eventually see Infinity War for sure. But man, I should have brought some water to this thing. But that was actually the last question of the Q&A. Crazy. All right, guys. I'm actually going to get going. Make sure my wife is all right out there with the little daughter. Probably go for a little walk and get working on a couple videos. So, yeah, I plan on uploading 2 or 3 videos tomorrow and then doing a live stream for May the 4th tomorrow as well. Just probably an hour or 2 live stream tomorrow. Nothing crazy. I'm probably never going to do another 8-hour live stream again until my daughter's old enough or at school or something. But yeah, we'll see. Let me run down the list. Trojan of Narnia, thank you for the super chat. Psychotic, thank you for the sponsoring the channel on here. Cap Coldblood, thank you for the super chat. Mikatsi, thank you for the super chat. Cookie Lady, thank you for the super chat. And Justin Woods, thank you for the super chat. And Luke Fredericks, thank you for the super chat as well. I truly appreciate all the in sponsorship live stream super chats, and to everybody that has sponsored the channel, that has become a patron on Patreon. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I know things have gotten a little slow lately, as expected with a newborn baby. So thank you for being patient. Thank you for continuing to sponsor and support the channel. It really helps. It truly does. And thanks for riding this out with me as I figure out like the best schedule for YouTube plus baby. Figuring out, yeah, the best way to balance everything. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you all tuning in. Appreciate you all supporting the channel. And if you guys, most of the people watching this right now are not sponsors, and I want to say thank you for watching. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.